morning. Just woken up. It's 8:30 in the morning. It's not terribly early, but I didn't get much sleep, as usual. Then just lie awake thinking about stuff I can do tomorrow, and that, of course, is ironic, because all I'm going to do tomorrow is be tired. Off to the train station to pick the tickets up, and then I'll be off to Manchester Piccadilly for this film. Yesterday was good. It was contacted by... I've now got 4 artistic projects on the go, from 0 to 4. This film is just one of them, though, and this film will be done today. So that's the priority right now. Gonna get dressed, get ready, wrapped up nice and warm because it's still cold outside. Hopefully not too much snow, and hopefully the train isn't affected by the snow at all. And I'll be off to Manchester. I'll keep you guys informed as we go. I think it's pretty cold outside, so I am wrapped up like a ninja with 4 or 5 different layers, and off we go. I need to play an undercover cop who is involved in a sting operation to set up and then arrest a small-time drug dealer. So I've got my best undercover cop ensemble on. Dark jeans and a bag. Waiting at the station. I've made over 120 short films, from student film quality to semi-pro quality to some definitely equal on a professional level. So I've got a lot of experience on small-scale film sets. I like to think I'm pretty knowledgeable about that. And yesterday, Ben, the writer and director, sent me a very, very, very detailed call sheet of exactly who will be needed exactly when. And that bodes very, very well, because not many younger directors bother doing something as specific as that. So this is good. It's very, very good that he's taking his time to create something so specific and to create something so professional. It bodes well, and I hope I'll find something good.
I have always absolutely adored the English countryside. I think there's something just so beautiful about rolling hills, a tree standing in the middle of nowhere with no other trees around it, and a grey, overcast day being one of the most ambient that we can possibly imagine. I like the country. Don't get me wrong, living in the city is great and I get access to all the shops I want, but the English countryside is absolutely beautiful.
It's alright.
Any specific reason for the location being in Manchester then?
Well, it's just the easiest for us to film here.
We were going to go to
We're going to check both, but it suits the character and it suits the story.
All right.
We feel that Manchester's underused as the city, really.
Okay, you can justify it, it's fair enough.
Cross over.
Cool.
No, we just feel there's a lot of films to be made here that haven't been made before.
I can respect that as an artistic decision. It's a good idea.
The cafe today is really cool as well. We went in and the guy, we thought he was going to tell us no straight away.
Yeah.
And we sat him down, shook his hand, and he just went, you know what? Yeah, sound, just tell me what time.
Yeah, do it. I like it when people support art.
You know,
Never any businesses are willing to support art. It's always a good thing.
Oh, yeah, it's a great place, isn't it? It's really nice. It's really nice.
That's really cool. Yeah, I'll look on the outside. I like that. It's all looking very professional. It actually is genuine. I'm not even joking about that. They're doing really well. Got tracks, got a good camera, got a good crew from what it seems. The actor over there at the table is a bit weak, but I'll take him under my wing one day and show him how to do it. This cafe has very kindly pretty much let us take over the back of it, which is lovely of them. It's always difficult to shoot in a private business because you take, a hell of a lot of space up. People don't understand how much space a film crew takes up. So these guys are lovely and it's going well so far.
C6, take 1, shot off.
Different people act for various reasons, and I've had different actors tell me they do it because they get to explore somebody else. Some people do it because they appreciate the art. Some people do it because they just can't not do it. I do it because it's fun. Take two. Look at that stunning walking. Stunning walking away, the man himself. How long do you reckon a short scene like this would take to film? 10 minutes? 15 minutes? Try an hour, minimum. Various angles, various sounds. Same scene, different camera position. You'll notice how for the second scene we had to change the position of the LED panel, the thing that's giving everything light just there, and then change the position of the camera. This is because if you were to film the exact same scene, and by just changing the camera but not changing the light source, there are shadows on people's faces that you don't notice in the long shot, but you definitely will in the close-up. There's long shots, medium shots, close-ups, action shots, tracking shots, pans, zooms, loads of different things you can do. And you have to change the lighting around for almost every single one of them. Now we've got natural light within this building that we're working with, the actual ceiling lights up there, but they've also brought an LED panel light so they can change around and manipulate some of the shadows. Normally you'd have three specific lights, key light, spotlight and fill light, depending on what you want to do, but these guys are doing a great job with the panel that they've got. Taking a 5-minute scene can take easily an hour or two, depending on how many shots you have to get, because you need to reset for every single one. It's an intense process, and this is the kind of thing that I wanted to tell you guys with, the kind of thing I want to show you guys. There's 2 people in this scene. And there's a crew of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, me included. It's a difficult thing. People don't get it until they do it. There was a famous saying in the world of acting, hurry up and wait. So to get here, catch 2 trains, run from station to station, platform to platform, get here as fast as you can, read the script, get into costume, get ready, and then sit and do nothing for a long time. Hurry up and wait. If there was one industry where waiting quicker is something you need to do.
Hello YouTube.
This is my brother. When I stopped growing and put all the effort into talent, he decided to just get taller.
And kerfuffled the buffet.
He did, kerfuffled the buffet, twisted the potato, rotated the owl. He's not a bad actor, to be fair. Yeah, this is an industry where you definitely have to hurry up and wait. If I could wait faster, if waiting faster were a superpower, I'd have it. Now this is the same film set but from a different angle. Don't get confused. It's just a different angle. They're all working intensely. Probably fixing some problems with the camera or the lighting. Or just watching the footage back. The big huge mirror reflector thingy, by the way, is a reflector or a diffuser. It basically takes all the light and concentrates it on one area. Helps prevent shadows. A lot of intense work goes into making anything. You've got to respect a group of people who are trying. You'll see a clapperboard there. When it's quiet, I'll explain why a clapperboard is used, because not a lot of people actually know.
Right, are we ready? C6, sorry, sound speed, C6, shot 8, take 1.
Guys are setting up over the road for the scene when I'm playing an undercover cop, the scene where I see the drug dealer and start chasing after him. While they're setting the camera up, I'm just waiting over here. Should be a moment or two, then we'll be good to go. Got to wait for a moment when this road is clear so I can sprint down it and chase Zach. We're simply location scouting now for a chase scene. The art in Manchester is awesome. There's a load of cool graffiti everywhere, and there's one down here that someone's drawn on a wall. It's like a really detailed picture of like the Joker as a pug.
Why? So adventurous.
It's lovely, it's really cool. I know it's the back streets of Manchester, but the actual art's lovely. It's another perfect example of hurry up and wait.
Everything's getting done, so it should be done in about 4 hours hopefully.
How's
Be on time.
How's everyone else feeling? We having a good time? Yeah, you can sense the enthusiasm, all the equipment kind of set up here. So you don't realise the amount of equipment you need, even for a small shoot, even for 1 or 2 scenes. It's a large amount of equipment. And the filming we're doing in this location is lovely. It's a really cool place. This is what it's like being on a film set most of the time. It's mainly standing around waiting. And then short bursts of intense action, and then standing around waiting. A chase scene, so both out of breath. How cool is this? This is like some kind of destroyed abandoned building. That's awesome. That's really cool. These back alleys of Manchester, pretty awesome.
No. What are you doing there? Let me know when it's open. I think it's already throttle built.
Shot is me arresting Zach while he's lying on the floor. We're just going to move all the equipment out of shot. The car over there is the undercover police car. I've rugby tackled into the floor, and the camera's being set up behind the car. But we've got to move all this equipment we've got out of shot, because obviously the camera facing straight at it. These guys have got it. I've got my little handcuffs. You having a good time on the floor?
Yeah, it's really nice.
How's the road?
Lovely.
The floors of Manchester.
Yeah, need resurfacing.
Need resurfacing. I'll
Yeah,
get the council
sort it out,
I'll phone up the council people. Silly and fun. The eternal struggle of the film students, such as where do we park and how much does it cost? Apparently you just park on double yellow lines and it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Please.
Yeah, I'm the police. It's fine. I've got handcuffs and everything. Look at that. 3 whole links. That'd stop the crime.
I'm keeping them when we finish.
What you do in your own time, mate, is up to you. We've got the film crew over there looking very professional. Got a whole car. You know it's a real film when there's a whole car in it. Schedules are always tight. It's always difficult to work to whatever you thought the time scale was going to be. It's never quite how it is. But we've got enough people working on the sets. Zach, you've been lying on the floor for the last 10 minutes, haven't you?
Yeah, it's me.
After your stint down on the floor, how's your review of the streets of Manchester?
Very glassy.
Glassy.
I don't know if it's an artistic thing or what.
It is, and it's glass out of 10. Okay, cool. We've got there's another piece of artwork over here that's by the same artist that did the Joker picture. Obviously it's Edward Scissorhands style pug. I quite like it. Obviously someone's been quite prolific and painted lots around the city. It's nice. These guys are all working on some more shots, getting stuff packed away. Moved around, paying attention to make sure I know what I'm needed for. Always gotta wait and be ready. Okay, gotta go and do my job. Manchester's quite the artistic city, because not only are we filming out here, but there's another group filming inside. How cool is that? They're filming inside as well. There's 2 films going on right now being made. That's pretty cool. It's an artistic city all round. And they seem like lovely people, but we've got a bigger camera. Yeah. We nearly thought we were done, and we want one more shot from inside the car while we're running around the side. I think what these guys in the cafe are doing is some kind of production photo thing for their food, because they're lighting all the food really well, and then taking that. I'll have to come back here and ask them about it sometime.
Yeah, they're lighting the barmaid even better.
Yes, Zach likes the barmaid. Yes, he does. Focus! That's alright. So, made a pack of crisps. You don't get much chance to eat on a film set. In case you've ever seen Ocean's 11 and wonder why Brad Pitt is eating all the time, it's because that's the only chance he got to eat on that set, so he made sure his character was always eating. How cool is that? Finished the first location, on our way to the second. Now you might expect we'd have a limo or maybe a helicopter to come and pick us up and lift us to the next location. No, we are...
Empty Rover, mate.
I know.
We
are kitted up like a very technical advanced Lord of the Rings crew, and we are trekking the wrong way through Manchester. First one went well. We walked into the cafe next and asked what they were doing with their whole shoot. Apparently it's a social media thing, and they gave me a party ring. So they are... The girl was there, and she got a party ring, so obviously they are all in cash. And I've effectively now been paid for this job. It's one party ring. Yeah, that's going on IMDb. The next filming location now, which is this bridge. See Zach over there. This is weird because behind me, the path I've just walked on, is a tarmacked path with a huge major shopping centre behind it. And then you walk through this bridge and you emerge kind of in the countryside. With leaves and trees and more of a dirt path everywhere. It's really strange.
in the country.
How you change. It's such a stark transition. I mean, look, this looks nothing like the city we've just been in, and yet we're only several steps away. That's really weird. Yeah, it's going well so far. Just waiting for some of the guys to turn up with some more of the equipment and kit. I'm not sure what this is. Yeah, it's going well. Secondary location is the bridge, as you can see. We're just organising some stuff in the car park. Zach's got the bike that he needs to be riding. He's going to be riding it up this huge ramp in a second. We're just hanging around preparing everything. Creating art is 90% preparation. Well, films definitely. You can see Zach in the background over there riding up this ramp. We'll be heading up in a second. I think we've got everything. 2 cars worth of equipment. It's taken 2 entire cars worth of equipment. There he is riding up.
Alright, going up then. Say, are we ready?
There's some stairs over here, just got a queue of traffic we're waiting for.
About to shoot, 10 minutes.
Alright, let's go.
Come on guys, keep going.
Off we do to do the next scene. That's another scene done and sorted. The running and chasing scene. Now the running and chasing scene has been done, we're discussing where to go next. There's lots of little things to do. Maybe the actual chase scene. You alright, Zach? Oh, mate. Let's have a look. Zach sprinted round a corner and fell over and cut his hand.
What I do for the art.
Suffer for your art. Injured himself. Good man. Got Zach some plasters for his hand when he fell over. So apparently we just had the actual, well, we went to Sainsbury's to get some plasters for Zach's hand because he fell over. Apparently we just had the actual police pop over and ask what was going on, because I think someone walking by may have seen part of the scene and phoned the police and said, looks like something's going down, someone's been mugged or attacked. That's good in 2 ways. One, it shows that the general public in this area are actually concerned enough to phone the police if they see something dodgy happening. And 2, it shows that what we were doing is obviously realistic enough to, you know, force concern in people walking past. So for us to fake a drug deal and a fake arrest, and to it be so realistic that someone called the police to say this is happening, I think that reflects pretty well on us, and on the extremely fast response time of the police. So Manchester Police, spot on. What we're doing here is setting a track and dolly shot up. So the dolly is that thing just there with the wheels on. The tripod will go onto that with the camera on the tripod, and then you move the tripod down the tracks. If you ever wondered in film or TV how they get a smooth moving shot, not a guy carrying a camera, it's always a dolly and tracks with a tripod on the top. It's the smoothest way. You can put that down on almost any surface and you'll get a smooth transition, a smooth movement.
Wait, I need to get this sorted.
Remember the intense bursts of activity and then lots of standing around waiting?
So, yeah, if it's just level with him, that's all I need. That's fine.
Cool.
What is your...
What with Jack, if we're doing the chase,
From the suburbs now, doing some addition to that chase scene, because what we've got is we have the situation where we started the chase kind of running into trees and we finished the chase in the city. So the suburb has this lovely mixture of houses and kind of greenery and foliage to show a lovely transition between where we started and where we end up. Editing magic. We're all going on a summer holiday. No more working for a week or two. I don't know the rest of the words of that song.
Neither do I.
That sound.
We are driving through the suburbs of Manchester.
Driving
Right.
home for
Christmas. Easter the next big holiday.
Yeah.
When is Easter?
When Jesus wakes up.
Yeah, I know, it's because he died, lagged out for 3 days and then respawned.
Yeah, he just hung over.
Cool.
So much wine.
Well, so much water, but what he wasn't expecting was.
You all just turned to wine.
Yeah. But no, it's Easter and
Someone
then...
just dropped Cat in the...
Is it Shrove Tuesday? And then Pancake Day?
Yeah.
Pancake Day is Shrove Tuesday, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Yeah.
This is
Pancake Day.
And then it's
Filming has wrapped, and the guys have given me a lift back to the train station, which is lovely. So the last scene was being filmed on a rural street right outside one of the guys' houses actually, and the idea was I was chasing Zach still, so he'd run down and he'd pull a bin, a black wheelie bin that the guy owns, the actual guy that was filming, it was his bin, would pull the bin over, Zach would pull it over, I would jump over the bin and carry on chasing him. It was an awesome chase scene we got going on. So what actually happened was, we ran down, we called action, we ran, bin was pulled over, we jumped over it, and then not only a moment later, this lady in a high-vis kind of runner's jacket walks up and she's absolutely irate. She's absolutely mental. She's like, how dare you put that back right now? And you can see, we've got a camera, we've got a film crew, we have a clapperboard, we have a boom mic. She goes, how dare, we have a problem in the local community, this is our community, put it back right now. And we had to take her aside and say, look, I appreciate the zeal that you are doing this with, but this is our house, this is our community as well, we have every intention of putting the bin back. But I think she jumped the gun a little bit, and obviously in that area of Manchester they're having a few problems with vandalism and people tearing bins down, and she thought we were the cause. After explaining it to her, to be fair, Zach gave this very improvised, very eloquent speech, and after explaining it to her she backed off and said, okay, maybe you're not the problem. But she was straight on there. So Manchester, you've got very fast police and very concerned citizens. If that spreads to everyone in the city, it'd be a great city. From what I've seen, it's beautiful, the artwork is fantastic. I'm going to get the train home now. At the station, now I've got an off-peak return ticket, and apparently the off-peak times are from 6 o'clock onwards. From 4:30 till 6 is peak travel time. So I've got to wait until 6 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock now, so 1 hour. I've got to wait until 6 o'clock until I'm allowed to travel. So I've just got to kill an hour in Manchester. Might wander around Piccadilly Station for a bit, see what there is, and then maybe go and explore 20 minutes worth of the city and then come back. But I have an hour to kill. So the toilets in Manchester Piccadilly Station are, of course, the ones that you have to pay to use. And as much as I would love to just randomly wander into the toilet now and just, you know, chill for a bit, I have to pay 30p, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wander around until I found anywhere else that has a free one. There's got to be a McDonald's outside somewhere, hasn't there? I'm not paying 30p to go to the toilet. Quick Google Maps search shows me that if I walk about 5-10 minutes away from the train station, there's what looks like to be like the main street, and I'm sure I'll be able to find a McDonald's or a pub on here somewhere I can pop in, use their bathroom. They're not going to know, are they? So I'm a big fan of dystopian or utopian sci-fi films. I think they're really interesting, and every time I think I'd like to live in a big dystopian style city, I'm reminded of scenes like that, just endless office blocks of people working dull jobs. But then again, you also get the added bonus of occasionally having awesome artwork like that. It's a fountain that's multicolored, that's really pretty. I like that. They've obviously put a lot of effort into making this quite nice. This is Piccadilly Gardens apparently, and it's a lovely open space in the middle of Manchester. People are sat around chilling. It's beautiful. I'm absolutely enthralled with what this is doing. This is really nice. I like it when councils and cities spend money on art just to increase morale. the people who live there, but this is a beautiful, beautiful place, I'll tell you that much. I mean, that tower just there, that's a little bit ominous. We've just got the fountain starting up again. Lovely sound of trickling water. There's even more artwork over there. This is nice. There's actually bits of artwork that are interesting looking at here. I might spend 20 minutes here just wandering around seeing what the gardens are like. It's nicer than Derby. Just killing time at Manchester Piccadilly Station. Have another 45 minutes to kill before the train gets here. Filming went really well today. What I do need to do when I get back is open up Audacity, get my mic and film 1 or 2 lines of dialogue they weren't able to get with the mic today, send those over. Thankfully I've got a very good microphone that I'm able to use and fill in some stuff and send over. There's one thing over here that made me laugh slightly. So, English people can't afford real policemen, so we have cardboard cutouts in all the windows. I'll turn the camera around, you'll be able to see that. So there's a cardboard cutout of a policeman, and there's a cardboard cutout of a policeman, and he's grabbing his crotch with a big sign that says, "Suspicious packages." Now I don't want to know what his suspicious package is, but obviously he's having a great time standing in the window. Hang on. The whole day was going far too well. The shoot went really well. I'll send over the recorded lines soon. So of course something with the day had to find a way to go wrong. And the train that I need to catch back has been delayed by about 20 minutes. It's not the end of the world, and it's not something that we can't deal with. I can just sit around and chill for 20 minutes. I killed an hour in Manchester. I'm sure I can kill 20 minutes in Sheffield. But yeah, we have to wait from 1924 till 1941. That's probably an interesting period of years between 1924 and 1941, but that's the time we have to wait for. So yeah, nothing too terrible, but delayed by 20 minutes. Time to wander around the station aimlessly for the next 20 minutes. Got back in after a long day of filming and of taking many trains, and I'm shattered. I'm really tired. I don't know why. I mean, maybe I was working way harder than I thought. Maybe it was draining running around all day, but I'm really tired. It's lovely and warm in this room, so nice hot cup of green tea, and then bed.